Healthcare Intelligence Enterprise Data Warehouse, EDW101. Who is the audience for this course? The data analyst, who creates reports and analyses for direct customers, wants to request and/or query data. The strategic user uses reports to identify and follow trends, make business or clinical decisions, wants to drill into and explore the data. The clinician clicks and views existing reports created and written by others, wants to expand data in reports to further understand trends. If you match any of these profiles, or if you don't and are still curious about what an enterprise data warehouse is, please continue. What is an enterprise data warehouse? Before, data are a big mess. After, data are neat, organized, and structured. As the pictures express above, before an implementation of a data warehouse, a company's data are scattered, unorganized, and unstructured, which is confusing. A data warehouse is a special kind of database that makes it much faster and easier to get data to support good decisions. In technical terms, it is a subject-oriented, integrated, time-variant, non-volatile collection of data supporting clinical and management decision-making. Let's walk through these terms. Subject-oriented. All data about a subject are gathered and stored in a consistent way that supports a corporate-wide understanding of that subject. Examples are patient, provider, facility, or procedure. Integrated. Multiple sources of data are consolidated into one place, using consistent naming conventions and physical attributes. Although a patient's name may be stored a lot of different ways in various systems, as shown on the left, in the EDW it is always labeled patient_full_name and will always have a last name, comma, middle initial, comma, and first name, as shown on the right. Time variant. Multiple years, between 3 and 5, of data are stored in EDW in a consistent manner, enabling longitudinal analysis and reporting. It is updated nightly. Non-volatile. The EDW is read-only. Data in the data warehouse are not overwritten or deleted. They are static, read-only, and retained for future reporting. For example, if a patient's mailing address changes, the EDW will show two address entries, the original address and the new one. Management. The EDW empowers report writers to quickly compile the information for leaders and executives to make actionable decisions on accurate data. This differs from transaction systems, like those that are used to record diagnoses, orders, and procedures, as in Epic, record employee time, as in Kronos, or manage budgets and accounts, as in Lawson. In other words, data are collected and stored in specially designed structures, optimized for reporting and analysis. What is the Healthcare Intelligence EDW? Healthcare Intelligence has begun collecting data from multiple sources across Providence and Swedish into this single location for users to access and extract the data. HIEDW is easy to use. User-friendly tools are available for technical and non-technical users. The data is user-friendly. Consistent data presentation, it's organized to make reporting easier, and the business-friendly naming of tables, rows, and columns. And it's a one-stop shopping. Instead of going to several places for data and history across sources, the EDW has multiple sources and maintains history. Benefits include allowing users to work with their own data, so business doesn't have to rely on IT for every report or dashboard. Aggregates data from multiple clinical and financial systems into one repository. Enable standardized reports for core measures, internal quality improvements, pay-for-performance reporting, and enterprise performance indicators. Promotes quick identification of causal relationships. Supports the enterprise-wide focus on common goals and objectives regarding data management. When do I use the EDW? If you would like to use data to get a dashboard of areas of interest, identify variation in clinical practices, make more informed clinical and operational decisions, track outcomes across patient populations, or report to regulatory bodies. Business questions already answered by the EDW are: what % of heart failure patients are readmitted in 30 and 90 days? Is the 1IS department performing at, above, or below the targets established for 19 key indices by the Collaborative Operating Agreement? Is there a way to quickly and visually display whether Providence, the region, or the facilities are performing at, above, or below the targets established for order fill rate, inventory turnover, and inventory stockout? How are each of our facilities performing on Press Ganey measures? And can I drill down from the system to region to individual physician? Let us help you answer your questions. How do I connect to the EDW? There are several data tools you can use to connect to the EDW. You can use SQL and use SQL queries to directly access the EDW data. You can use Web Intelligence, which produces and analyzes formatted reports on the web. It distributes the work results on the web, or you can export them into other formats such as PDF or Excel. You can use Excel or Power Pivot. You can get the data from multiple data sources and analyze them in one place. And you can create interactive pivot charts and tables with advanced functions. Finally, you can use Power View or Tableau. They both conduct analyses on the fly, are presentation ready. You can do data exploration and data visualization in an easy-to-use application. And you can create rich interactive analyses and powerful dashboards. To learn more about these tools, go to data.providence.org. The two graphs below show the tools that are available to you and which ones you would use to create reports and which ones you would use to consume the reports. And it shows 4 different types of users. For instance, to create reports, a data analyst could use SQL, Web Intelligence, Power Pivot, Power View, or Tableau. Whereas a general consumer would use Power View or Tableau. The right-hand graph shows how you consume reports. Again, the data analyst could use Web Intelligence, Power Pivot, Power View, or Tableau. Whereas the general consumer would use Web Intelligence, Power View, or Tableau to consume EDW reports. Who do I contact? Please visit data.providence.org, where you will be able to request access or have your data added to the EDW, receive additional training, learn more about healthcare intelligence, and access a glossary of terms. Healthcare Intelligence appreciates your interest in the Enterprise Data Warehouse. Your feedback on this presentation is always appreciated. Thank you.